Uh, all these numbers based on actual ML training on Alibaba Cloud? No, sorry. All these numbers based on the open source and open information on the not Alibaba Cloud infrastructure. That's like a general infrastructure will spend this kind of time, amount, and usage. And especially pay attention that if during these 3 months you had the GPU card errors or damage, then you need to restart this training process. On Alibaba Cloud, it will never happen. So I will back for this topic, how we overcome on these challenges. So it's like all of this one is not related to the Alibaba Cloud. It's overall challenges which is generative AI meets these days. So please, instead of the right hand, just type your questions on the chat. And at the end, maybe we will put the audio questions, but currently it's just you can type your questions. So how, what's that? Let's back to our topic. Alibaba Cloud for generative AI, we provide this kind of solution. First, we provide computing power. You can use CPU, GPU, NCU, ARM, or other type of the chips. Chips by itself is useless, right? It should be infrastructure. Between the computer, you should have the high-speed network, and we provide the RDMA network and high-speed storage. You know, we can have the billion megabit second and network, so let's say just, but if we can save the 100 megabit per second, that's network capability. We are not using the enough. We are not using the capability of the network. So, because of this one, it's better we have the computation, speed, network, and storage. These three is giving you computing power. Then when you have this computing power from Alibaba Cloud, you can go to the engineering platform. For engineering platform, first we offer Alibaba Cloud Pi platform. Platform for AI, hence Pi. And we have accelerators, different accelerators like EPL, Pi, Torch accelerator. That's for the training. And it can up to 11 times faster. For my case, when I work for the computer vision, and I even increase the speed for 60 times with the Torch accelerator. That speed is increased on the real case when I'm training the model. Training the model is one side, and another side we have the inference. When inference, previously we saw it on this page, it was inference stable diffusion. We need to 0.7 seconds for each request. That's huge number. And to decrease this number, at least up to 6 times faster, we will use Pi Blade. The accelerator gives you speed up the inference. And we will see the real case with our Pi platform on the hands-on part. And from the beginning, when I show you this presentation, I again and again mentioned that foundation model is basement. We should have the foundation model. Then Alibaba Cloud provides the foundation model. We have almost every open sourced foundation models, and you can pull the models from the different hubs. Hugging Face, Model Scope, or TensorFlow Hub, or Tensor Hub, or others. Moreover, Alibaba Cloud has own foundation models. One of them is M6, that stands multi-model, multitask model, that can work with generally almost every task. And then for the large language model, LSMind. And we have the new level of the diffusion models that's like Composer. Let me show you about the Composer, by the way. For the Composer, we have this article. Let me share it. That new level of the stable diffusion, which can increase your speed. I will back to this one later again. So, and we are not stopping with this one. We will have the more foundation models. And all of this one, when you just take the Alibaba Cloud as granted, you will use it. So, is it enough for the working for the generative AI? Of course, no. What else we need? What we need is model as service. And one of the Alibaba Cloud's core strengths is the model as service. Oops. When we talk about the model as service, we have different parts. First, we take the let me start in this way. Yeah, it will be better. Let's say advantages and disadvantages model as services. So first is like advantages. Let me say start from the good part. Advantages is lower barrier to enter. Any task can be easily deployed by the junior developers or young graduates from university. That means you can save the cost on the hiring the high level specialists. Then more ready the models, as you can see on the model part, but it has the different kind of model depends on the task. And that model is sophisticated. That means that we can provide more accurate response on wider range of the topics. And model by itself smaller and simpler. Fast response. Generally, these models can provide relatively quick response than than open source or depends on the cloud vendors. But Alibaba Cloud, the strong part is computer vision, and our response is the smallest amount all of the cloud vendors. And it will allow you, this fast response allow you real-time use case. What's the disadvantages? Disadvantages is only one disadvantage, and it's huge disadvantages. That all of these model services is not open source. For other vendors, not for Alibaba, because our platform, all of this platform based on Kubernetes. That's open source. And you will see later, you can just copy your image, Kubernetes image, and run on your own data center. Then you will have the question, what's the benefit of the using Alibaba if it can be really changed with the open source? Again, benefit is these three. How you can get the 11 times faster on the training, 6 times faster on the inference. And all of this infrastructure give you comprehensive MLOps for the machine learning operation and task, and it can be automated. So I see here maybe questions. Let me check. Yeah, maybe for this question, my colleagues will answer to you. So let's go to the model as services. First, we have the infrastructure: CPU, GPU, FLOPS, storage, network security. Then we have the AI as platform, which you can label your task with PyITech. You can design your ML task or even deep learning models with PyDesigner. PyDesigner is drag and drop. You just work with blocks and easily, without deeper knowledge of the artificial intelligence and deep learning, you can handle the task. And we have the PyDSW, a platform for AI data scientists workshop. That's give you a notebook. It's you can work as a Jupyter notebook. That's not a big difference. And you may want to maybe work with containers. And work. Just take the DL container, deep learning container. For inference, we use Elastic Algorithm Service. It's already included Blade. Blade, as you remember, which can inference. Inference stands for you bring your model to the production. For the inference, it increased 6 times, up to 6 times faster. I will not go to the one by one, but in short, that's like AI assets will give you models, images, and PyTorch, a torch accelerator, and it already have the all open source like PyTorch, TensorFlow. You just without installing it by yourself, you can take it and run. MLOps is the core part. If you are working with, you want to optimize your task and go easily with production, use the MLOps. And so of course, we are seriously take over every security questions. You have multi-users, you can check the users' levels and not omit the data leakage and others. Here, about the image, that means like a Docker image, and we will provide you, depends on your task, different kind of the image. For example, stable diffusion image or large language model image. It can be image for computer visions, NLP tasks, natural language processing, and so on. So we have the DSW gallery. I will on the hands-on, I will show all of these three model hubs. DSW gallery is the quickest part. You just press the button and you can run it. Then Hugging Face and Model Scope, similar model hub. Model Scope is more uses in China. Hugging Face is like overseas. Depends on your task. You can use both of them. We don't have any limitation on, and you can put any other model hub. As the framework, we call the EasyX framework. It can be easy NLP, natural language processing, easy CV, easy computer vision, easy transfer when you want to fine tuning or transfer, and easy stable diffusion. Here, I cannot put all of the foundation models, but I put the most important or valuable models in my opinion. And, the Alibaba Cloud created the model. It's like M6. Even we can find the article related on this one. Language models and, Alice Mind, Composer, and SOTA models you can check, and of course other LLM large language model foundations. For the SOTA model, you can see on this part. However, it's not limited only by this. It has the other models as well. Community models has so you can just connect your community models to Pi. Apps. After you have the down part, you can easily go to the app part, connect your website or application on mobile or other devices or terminals. Let me check any questions. No questions. We go to the next part. So let me bring some foundation models from Alibaba. The first one is M6. M6 could work with the most challenging computer tasks. Oops. And you can see on the screens those tasks. And if you are interested on the developer part, it's open source. You can go by this link. Let me copy this link for you. Just a moment, I will copy and share with you. Okay, I back screen, share the link with you. Maybe it has extra dot. Should be like this. So, as I remember about the multimodal large language models, it was published maybe 1 month before, but Alibaba Cloud is working on this one is quite a long time. Even we have the different kind of open source models plus use cases. The next part is Alice Mind, and it's actually a collection of the encoder and decoders. It's not only as a collection of the encoder and decoders. It has a faster fine-tuning method, which can give the faster train model, and even give you compress your data, let's say compress your knowledge on the model. In this case, your model size will be not extremely high, and you can control it. And as you see, we have like not bad start on the GitHub for Alice Mind. And the next is Composer. Composer is next level of the stable diffusion. Soon it will be open source. Then you can enjoy all of this. Why we need to have the Composer? First, if we are talking about stable diffusion technology, it has a disadvantages regarding we cannot control it, and we cannot do this many tasks in the same time. And when it's going to scale, maybe the performance will be not so good. Its usual performance go down. So to omit this kind of disadvantages of the stable diffusion, Alibaba Cloud created its own model, which called the Composer. It from the name, it combines the many technologies, and you can see like caption, semantic, and style transferring, sketch, and so on. But it's not limited. You can add by yourself other the models as a part of the Composer, and you will get the amazing results. Moreover, you can try it. Composer, you can try it on this website. Let me share the link. Oh, I already shared with you. Yeah. Sorry, maybe it's like in some interface is in Chinese, but the model itself, it works in English. So you can put the text in English and answer will be in English. Here is example of the composer, which is our developers did. It's here. It's probably a little bit small, but I will have later the bigger example. You can create it can understand the content, and we input the sketch style and expected image, and it will give the different kind of it depends on the style result. Feel free go to through the article which I shared at the beginning, and play with the link and just share it on the chat. Okay. Are you excited? And do you want to try the foundation models? I believe your answer is yes.